It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a couple teams searching for their first Super Bowl. It's the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, Tim? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford. They run with it. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Mills. And his pass incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They start the drive with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And some room to work. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here comes Rager. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. With the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Adam Thielen, a terrific wide receiver and synonymous with Minnesota football. You go back to high school, college ball in the state, and now his 9th season with the Minnesota Vikings. 10 touchdown catches last season, makes a nice catch there.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Cook again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first-half lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Mills. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Play fake. Mills. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 155 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it is 42-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now Houston's offense taking over again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On third down, here's Pierce. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try to put points on the board.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. From the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this.
And Mills is intercepted for the third time. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Boy, 184 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now an end around as Cousins have just popped this forward. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Houston set to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mills to throw it. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
On second down, Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Up the middle, it's Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now second and 4. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from the 20. And the Vikings extend their lead yet again. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now out comes Houston. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, it all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's Mills. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turned the ball over.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They run it again with Cook. Yeah, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Vikings continue to pour on here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Throwing, Mills. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. The Texans on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mills now. To the sideline, he's got the catch. Kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He gets it to Cooks. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL because in the old days, people, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.